Behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the souls of the Son is mine. This is God speaking. The soul that sin, it shall die. God said, all souls that become sinners, ungodly, I'm going to kill it. They're all mine, he goes. It's all mine. And if you can't operate godly, this was Satan's move. He knew God. If I could just make them ungodly, God has no what? Use for them. Angels will have a shout again. Bible said the angel lost their estate. Humans got it. So once they become ungodly, what good are they for? What can you do with them? What he didn't know, God can give them a new life. He was certain the whole life, and he's right about this, was over. He somehow knew once they become contaminated, it cannot be fixed. Your contaminated life cannot be fixed. God kills that life. He includes it with Jesus. Amen. He knows it cannot be trusted. What he did, Romans 6, 3 and 6, 4. Do you know your contaminated life cannot be saved? It's too weak. It's too corrupt. It likes to break rules. Forget about doing anything. God can't give you anything good to do because you will break what? The rules. You can't entrust somebody with anything good who cannot be faithful. Are you crazy? Sooner or later, they'll what? Sabotage it. This is what, if you don't learn to walk in the resurrection life, when you start to build things, I'm telling you, sooner or later you'll sabotage the very thing you build. This is why you see some of them pastors or mighty men, they were doing a good work, and all of a sudden they do something, you go, how could they? They never, when they're in the building, eliminate what? The natural life and sin. And at a certain point, the disqualifier act up to disqualify them. Disqualify them. Make sure you're in the new life, not the old. You will always do it. You will start to be able to keep the Constitution. When you say you're going to do something, you'll do it. When God tells you to do something, you'll do it. When you make a commitment, you'll do it. The world new man can't be trusted so much. They have a system. It's a good system for the world. They go, I can't be trusted. So if I say I'm going to lose weight, the only way I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, because I always, to sabotage myself, find a way to destroy what I'm going to do. I need someone else beside me to look over me. So I'm going to entrust myself. It's called what is it called, Mama? When you tell somebody else, an accountability partner. Yeah. I go, well, I'll tell Jackie what I'm doing, so she will help me to, because I don't like to lose face, she'll help me to stay faithful to my unfaithful self. So it's a good technique. You have to, but it doesn't change. You're still unfaithful and have the sin disqualifier. As soon as you get a chance that she's not around, you're going to break the rules.
Yeah. Suppression is not victory.
Exactly. You're just suppressing the constant wanting to break the rules.
Yeah. Jackie's just helping you beat it.
You haven't been delivered. Do you understand? So it's called accountability partners, Uncle Charles.
Managing it.
I'm planning to walk every Monday.
Perfect.
And if I don't tell you this, I will stop walking after 2 days. But if I know, Charles, I need you to call me every day. Because if you don't call me, Charles, a day, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch TV and eat tonight.
I'm going to eat the riches this night. I'm going to eat the fries and the gravy.
Perfect.
Because you're not around to see.
Exactly. Because you're not around. So I need Charles to be trying to manage his life, to come and manage my life. Because I can't be trusted, Charles. I am a master at disqualifying myself out of the game. The game don't get to middle. I finishes it at the quarter mile. Yeah. I ain't running no full mile. Before I pick up full speed, I find a way to sabotage myself. So I said, Charles, you need to keep a close eye on me. But the problem is, Charles is not omnipresent.
That's right.
He can't watch me all the time. It's like T.D. Jakes said, when his wife go to bed, he's sneaking out the bed to go to the fridge to get the donut. She didn't watch him right. Charles is not around. Did you understand this process?
Yeah, the world has behavior management.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not a cure.
No. So you're managing the sin principle that normally dominates you to break the rules.
Confession. I was in charge of prayer nights on Friday, and I usually fast before prayer night. I know I have to fast, right? And
even with Kaya, you do that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and
I'm still breastfeeding.
Yes.
Probably not. I might want to think about that one. It's different.
Yeah. Anyhow, so what happened, no, it wasn't like a full fast, it was like a partial fast for the day, like I prepare myself. But after the prayer night, I get so hungry, but you can see the sin principle trying, I want to eat everything.
Oh, you've been good.
I've been good, but it's just suppressing it, it's not.
Suppression
It's
is
not
not
deliberate.
victory.
No.
You see, deliverance is in the new life.
Yes.
So that's the world system. The world of man has come, you've come to this level of repentance. I can't be trusted. So I need somebody else to watch over me. He needs to get to one more level. I don't care who watch over me because they're not omnipresent like Jackie said. They're all the time. I'm going to break the rules.
Yeah.
So I need what makes me break the rules come out of me. And God decreed, He got to get it out of you. I got to get rid of what it's in. Self. He said, I need to get rid of your natural life. That's where the Mr. Break the Rules live in.
Perfect.
You see, it's like cancer, it's on the, or diabetes in your toe. You go, I got to cut the toe out.
Perfect.
You see, if I cut out that life, sin can't what? Operate in you. Did you understand? Managing it through accountability, partner. You understand? And all kind of other craziness. It's not a solution. Because while you're busy managing it, you can't what? Work.
Perfect.
You have to watch it what? All the time. You need Charles to move in and live with you. He can't do any more work. He just needs his full-time work is to watch you from stealing the cheese. Because as soon as you go to bed, you know what you're going to do. Like TD, you'll tiptoe. You'll tiptoe.
You got the whip in your like, I'm helping you. Hang on, sorry.
Back off.
Okay, I can help you.
Do you understand? What you need is deliverance. What you need is deliverance. So God decree, He goes, the soul that sin, that breaks the rules after what? Die. He go, I have rams and I have lots of things for soul to do. They're all mine. You understand? But they have to do it according to what? The rules laid out. 2 Timothy 2:5. Do you understand this? There's no way around. So God knew the only way He can get is glory, get you to do the work. So as a result, because we all are infested, God make a general decree. All are fall short of being able to keep the rules. All are fall short of the glory of God. None can work according to the plan. The Bible said all are fall short. Not so. Everyone breaking the rules. Do you understand this process?
All going their own way.
He said all are fall short from the glory of God. And all that sin has to die. Say, thank God, this is victory. This is awesome. They are weak, they're ungodly, they're sinners, and they're enemy of the state. Thank God for Jesus. Woo! Oh, Baba.
God for Jesus.
Thank God for Jesus. God is rigidly righteous.
What a predicament.
But Jesus. Jesus is called the perpetuation, the appeasement of God. The way to let you off the hook. We're going to do one more scripture today. In the meantime, before God sent Jesus to fix humanity problem, humanity, as I said, sin has left us. Humanity, God look at us, we've become weak, ungodly, sinners, and enemy. I'll say, Satan, I guarantee was in here, just get rid of them. What can you use them for? They have no value, none. How does God deal with us before He sent Jesus to fix us? Jesus fixed the problem. He came to complete what was promised. If you were Jews, the Jews knew they were a mess. But they were waiting. God promised them He's going to send somebody to fix them, humanity. So they were looking forward to the Messiah. Too bad when He come, they didn't recognize it. But they were looking forward. They know they couldn't. And God had sent a law to prove the defects. He said, I'm going to send something to prove, oh, you can't keep no law. You cannot compete to the rules at all. Strange fire, the son of Nadab and Abihu, is nothing more than not doing it according to the rules that was set before them.
Yep. Not the altar.
That's man. Constantly.
Yep.
Constantly breaking rules.
Change the pattern just a touch.
Until you come to this decision, you don't accept co-crucifixion with Christ.
Okay.
Because you don't understand the law of action, the rule of action. So you just say, okay, why is I'm thinking I haven't started action? I want to do good. Start trying to do the good, then you'll see what happens. Immediately then sin what? The disqualifier comes right there. You know, it's like in the world where they have the two angels, the disqualifier, hey, you notice they're running. They might be faster. They might run better. We should spike his drink so we don't take a chance. Immediately you're thinking ways to get disqualified, to break the rules.
Sin enters between decision and action.
Perfect.
Unless you make a decision, there's nothing to go against.
Perfect.
Then when you act, now let's see who's stronger.
Amen.
Let's see who's weaker.
Perfect.
You are weak because you're weak.
Sin knows you're weak.
Yeah.
It knows you have lost your godliness
Yep.
and your power.
Yeah, so you're just like me, too bad.
Yes, it can weaken you down. Go quickly, let's do the last scripture today. Leviticus 17, 10 and 11. Why is God as this weak, ungodly sinner? He has a plan that the enemy didn't know to fix it. He has a plan to fix it. But how does he keep him? Leviticus 17, 10 and 11. Let's see what God do in the meanwhile while he keep him. You know, one thing, it's always, it is as it is. You can't do nothing. This kind of message is the kind of message that would be good if we could do them over 2 or 3 days straight. So we in the spirit. Because the way we do them, we do a little bit, and then we take a whole 7 days, and we all got a lot, then we do them.
Yeah.
It loses its...
Because it builds.
Yes,
The momentum.
yes. There's typically foundation has to be laid, and then transition, then completion. You know, I always grieve a little bit that we can't, but it's just not feasible. In the days of Jesus, he preached all day.
Yep.
They do every day. You know,
Yeah.
Paul preached through the book. They just get it done.
Yeah.
They just get it done.
When you retire, those days will be.
Amen. I'm
It's
hoping
not
it.
for him, it's for the audience.
Amen.
See, we're going to get to those days. We're going to get to those days.
Are we in Leviticus chapter 17, 10 and 11?
Amen.
What did God do with this sorry bunch that he has called humanity that is in sin prison? God had a decree. Anyone of the house of Israel, his people, or of the strangers who dwell temporarily among them, who eats any kind of blood against that person, I will set my face, and I will cut him off from among the people, that he may not include in the atonement made for them. God, if anybody eats any blood, I'm cutting them off. My face is set against them, and they will not be included in how I atone. What stops me from destroying them? Verse 11 said, for the life, the animal's soul, amen, is in the blood, and I have given it for you. In order to save man, he goes, I am going to have to, in order for God to remember, God is rigidly righteous. He goes, in order for me not to kill you, I'm going to train an animal for what? Your life. He goes, you're sinning and I got to kill sinning thing. So instead of killing you, I'm going to kill what? An animal. But if you're not allowed to touch that animal's soul, it come back to me. It's in exchange for what? Your soul. This is how he kept them in the Old Testament. He goes, in order for me to wipe you out like the days of Noah. They used to be after thousands of sacrifices. He goes, you better keep trading animal. You know how many innocent animals died for weak, ungodly, sinful men? They didn't do nothing. Man is the one doing the hell. But in order for God not to kill his crown, he goes, for a time, only for a time, I'm going to trade an animal life for what? Your life. Because as a result, you're not allowed to touch that blood. Because the soul is in that blood. And I'm taking its soul for your soul. Because remember, in Ezekiel 18, he goes, all soul belongs to me. Yours and your children. He goes, and I say every soul that sins should die. So if I'm not going to kill your soul, I need a what? Another soul. Because there's a law has been what? Violated. You understand? There is a law that has been broken. So an animal was the substitution for what? Man's soul. For a time. For a time. Until Christ came. Man kept sinning, and God kept taking animal soul. And I guarantee you, God had to set his face and cut someone. Can God tell him not to eat the blood? Someone eat the blood. So he has to cut them. But remember, there's something in them. Once there's a rule that wants to break the rules.
So they couldn't eat the blood because that was part of the soul secret?
Yeah, the Bible said, you understand? The soul of an animal is in its blood.
Gotcha, the life force.
Yes, in fact, verse 14 said the life of it is in its blood.
Right, so if you take that, you can't give it as a decent sacrifice?
Correct. Well, because the life wasn't belongs to you, it belongs to him. Because if I don't take your life, you have to give me another life.
Right, so you can't take the life that I'm going to take.
Correct. You can have the meat, but you have to let the life come out.
Right.
Completely.
Or I take your life.
Yes. Amen. He said, for the life, the animal soul is in the blood. And I have given it for you upon the altar to make atonement for your soul. He said, for your soul to get off, I need what? Another soul. Because sin ain't getting forgiven. Somebody has to pay for sin. I am rigidly righteous. But I'm gracious and I'm merciful. So I'm going to take something else instead of what? You. You. It is the same thing happens with your new life and your whole life. God, I'm going to give you a new life, but I'm going to take your what? Your whole life. This is the one you and him that have issue. Because we want to serve him with our, you understand, whole disqualifying life. That if he give us anything, we'll sabotage the work. You go, don't bring no garment in here like Achan, we bring it in. Do you understand this process? You're not allowed to worship any idols in the house. You bring some in. He knows your whole life. It can't be true. You know it. Anybody that don't understand the whole life, they have never had a standard yet. If you want to understand your whole life, have a few standards. Just a few. I'll get up every morning at 6. I'll work out every day. I'll call my wife. I'll go see my mom. Something! Set some standards!
You'll see.
Then you'll say like Paul, what is wrong with me? There's nothing good in me. I can talk about things and plan things. I can never what? Do them. Not for long. Anybody that ever set up standard and they're honest, they can attest. There is something in me likes to sabotage anything I set up.
It's in nature.
They like that and they have enough light. Otherwise you're going to make excuses to justify. Oh, I can do it. I was just not feeling well.
Yeah. If you're honest, as I say, if you're honest or have enough light as Pastor Joseph, you will quickly say something about yourself.
Perfect.
Do you understand? You're going to get up at 6, but you'll hit that snooze button 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4. It's too late now, let's just sleep. You do not keep the rules. You can't. Sin will not let you. The only way you can do it, you have to be delivered from sin. Sin has to move away. The disqualifier got to be out of the race. And we have the nerves, we're not accepting God's decree and how to deal with it. You're like, oh, come on, God, give me a church, give me a life, give me a wife, give me resource. You can't be trusted. You can't get none of such thing. That's crazy stuff. To do what with? Give me a child. You'll abandon the child. Do you understand this process?
It's in nature.
You can't, yes, sin nature is too strong. You can't be trusted. Give me a hope. Why? You won't take care of it. Desolation will seep in
Yes.
like a flood.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand the process?
Yes.
We always say this, and I thank God when we come together for fellowship. Believe me, we really should. There's only one reason you make it consistent. Sin is absent. God has taken it away from you, or you will never make it. You'll be like, they were mine. I work hard this week. I went to bed late. I need to rest. I got lots of... One way or the other, you break the rules.
Yep.
You cannot keep up the fellowship.
Perfect.
You cannot keep it up. You make every excuse. Sin. This is what sin does.
That's the enemy gaining entrance.
Yes, yes. He's entered. And he's gaining momentum.
He took over.
If you are not delivered from that, I don't care what you try to lay hold of. You can't. You'll be disqualified. You won't compete because every engagement has a certain principle. Do you understand this?
Yep.
You know, if people that drive with me, my kids tease me, they think I'm boring because I keep the speed limit. Suppose I tell you I was a daredevil. I used to drive to go to Montreal, and I had a fast car at a fourth row. Man, I floored that sucker all the way through. I just moving. Now, if you drive with me, you know people are going 120. With my speed limit.
But you're attentive on the road, you're attentive.
See, for you, a rare animal.
Do you understand?
Rare animal.
How did it happen? That there devil that used to be in me had to be what? Come out of me. Because he used to always go, that car's moving faster, you need to move faster than the car. Do you understand? You understand? I used to remember.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be the fastest car.
And I never used to like driving with you.
Yeah, my sister can attest to it. You understand? You have to be delivered. If not, you need to have somebody. You'll have to go, Sister Mary, can you make sure I don't drive fast? Sister Mary, you got to be omnipresent. You know what I mean? No, that's not a prerequisite. I understand it, but it's not. You need something better than that. That person can't be there all the time.
Oh my God.
Amen.
You know, my doctor, I saw him last week, and he says to me, what's happening with this weight thing? I give you a diet to follow. And I look at him, he says, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. The results are on the scale. Amy, I promise again I'll do it.
That's what we do. Believe me, and our intentions are sincere. This is why I said, and Brother Denise said, sincerity is not a prerequisite. It's not a prerequisite to success. It's proper position and state.
Perfect.
Believe me, we're sincere. This is why Paul, when you read Romans 7, you feel sorry for Paul. He's sincere want to follow God. He really making serious commitment. He goes, today is my best effort. I'm going to come to church every Sunday. I promise. He just ain't doing it.
And by the time I left the office, I went buying something fatty again.
Yeah. You got to understand what happened. The only way is deliverance. I got to change something in you. I love the Message Bible. The Message Bible read it this way. Go, I sin so often, it's predictable. Something has really gone wrong deep inside of me. You have to understand that you are a mess. I do the wrong so often. You understand? It's predictable. You can listen to my conversation on the side. You go, he just make a commitment. He'll call Pastor Chow, and you go, it ain't gonna happen. It will not happen. You understand? It's predictable. Do you understand? You know. You understand? You just know. You see, in the name of Jesus. The Bible said, for it is the blood that makes atonement by reason of the life which it represents. He said it's a life. And I'm going to use that life to spare what? Your life. In a sense, God said life for life. He goes, you are sinning, and I said the soul that sin has to lose its life. But God had a plan at a certain point to reconcile us. So you go, I need to keep you alive till I enact my plan. But I can't be unrighteous in the process. So I'm going to take an animal life for what? Your life.
It represents you.
And this is where God is. Listen to me. Do you understand that life, your natural life, has to go? There is nothing good in it. It's not fit for no race. I don't care how much talent it got. It's going to sabotage it at some point. How many people we see success in the height of their success? You go, how could you be so stupid? You should ask them the real question. Why did you get rid of sin before you build? Okay, if you really understand, you won't be surprised. You'll go, the disqualifier got it. They never got rid of the disqualifier in the climb. There's a pastor I know, and he once shared this with me, and it stayed with me. He goes, when a man climbs a mountain and he hasn't dealt with sin, and at a certain point, sin take him out. He goes, because he did not deal with it when it was small.
Right.
And as he climbs and he gets stronger, sin also get more things to get excited about. So it takes him out. And the fall is much what? Harder. Deal with sin. God, before God gets you to build anything, He typically wants you to deal with sin what? First. There are two elements to our race we run. Two elements. One part is, you understand? To accept God dealing with sin out of us. And the second part is working, glorious work. Understand? It is the Philippians 1, you understand? Verse 11. fruits of righteousness in a glorious, recognized way. But that can't happen if you don't get the first part. Get sin what? Out of you. Now God has already done this once you accept Jesus. But the Bible says you have to reckon it. You have to make sure every time you present yourself, you're presenting yourself as one with new life, not in the old sinful life. And if you still see sin sabotaging, you have to say, Father, substantiate the new life. Help me to experience the death that stopped my old life and sin from disqualifying me. Do you understand? This thing I asked somebody, pray for me. You see, for some reason, and then, we're going to stop here today, but I want to give you one verse to stay with. There's a reason many of us do not give up our sinful life. I want you to go to Hebrews chapter 11, quickly. I want to show you why some of us does not accept God decreed that there's nothing good in the sinful nature except to mess up things, and that we need a new life.